The Japanese possessed a profound military legacy spanning centuries, giving rise to a distinct warrior class wholly dedicated to the divine emperor. This devoted military class adhered to a philosophy of unwavering loyalty known as Bushido, reinforced by Japan's historical isolationism. The Japanese army considered itself the divine blade, a manifestation of the emperor's will. Believing they were descended from gods and destined to assert dominance over other lesser nations, each imperial soldier carried the spirit of the revered Emperor Hirohito within. Surrender, under the Japanese warrior code, was deemed an unthinkable disgrace. Prisoners were held in contempt and treated accordingly. Japan completely disregarded international conventions like the Geneva and Hague Conventions that safeguarded the well-being of prisoners of war and civilians from mistreatment. From the invasion of China in 1937 until the conclusion of World War II, the Japanese military regime orchestrated the mass murder of an estimated 3 million to over 10 million people. This included approximately 6 million Chinese, Indonesians, Koreans, Filipinos, Indo-Chinese, and Western prisoners of war, among others. Japanese soldiers were indoctrinated with the belief that capture not only dishonored the army, but also brought shame to their parents. Once taken captive, a Japanese soldier was considered dead by his family, and his name was expunged from the birth register. This fanatical ideology, which was brutally instilled by the military, also extended to civilians who would choose self-destruction over capture at any cost. Parents themselves were known to put their own children to death rather than succumb to capture or defeat. Even after the Nazis had been defeated in World War II and the war was effectively lost, the Japanese army continued to fight with no less determination. This is what ultimately led to the decision of the use of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, as any alternative to subdue such an enemy would have come at the cost of huge Allied casualties and psychological suffering. The suicidal, almost automaton-like nature of the Japanese soldier made him the most lethal enemy a soldier could face. Reasoning and a logical decision to surrender when defeat is inevitable was simply not an option. Every battle was a fight to the death, and the only possible avenue to victory was complete annihilation. It was this aspect of the Japanese soldier that made him the most terrifying enemy of World War II. If you enjoyed the content, please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.